Who is Dracula? Vampire legends were popular long before Edward Cullen won the hearts of Twilight fans. Blood-sucking corpses like the Cullens are really just the modern version of the vampire myth, and they have other famous vampires such as Bram Stoker's Dracula to thank for their existence. Count Dracula is the title character and main antagonist of Bram Stoker's 1897 Gothic horror novel Dracula. He is considered to be the both prototypical and archetypal vampire in subsequent works of fiction. The legendary vampire has inspired countless horror movies, television shows, and other blood-curdling tales of vampires. Count Dracula might be the fictional character who makes the blood curdle on Halloween, but his historical namesake is not. Stoker named his infamous character after a real person who happened to have a taste for blood. Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, or as he is better known as Vlad the Impaler. Vlad was born in Transylvania, Kingdom of Hungary, today part of Romania, in the winter of 1431 to Vlad II Dracula, future voivode of Wallachia. In 1442, Vlad III and his younger brother Radu were handed over to Sultan Murad II, then ruler of the Ottoman Empire. The young men were held hostage to ensure their father, ruler of the Principality of Wallachia, remained loyal to the Ottomans during their ongoing war with Hungary. During their captivity, Vlad and his brother were mercilessly tortured in science, philosophy, and the arts. They were also allegedly schooled in the arts of war, receiving lessons in both horsemanship and swordsmanship from their Ottoman captors. Regardless of what he learned from his captures, Vlad didn't take kindly to being held prisoner. On the contrary, his kid brother adjusted well to captivity, forging a friendship with the Sultan's son Mehmed II and eventually converting to Islam. But Vlad felt little more than enmity for his captures. This enmity may have been his motivation for siding with the Hungarians against the Ottomans when he eventually became ruler of Wallachia in 1448. From 1448 until his death in 1476, Dracula ruled Wallachia and Transylvania, both part of Romania today. Twice he lost and reclaimed his throne, once by fighting his own brother Radu. Although the Vatican once praised him for defending Christianity, it disapproved of his methods, which soon became infamous. Dracula earned another nickname, Vlad Sepesh, which means Vlad the Impaler. Dracula's favorite method of torturing was to impale people to leave them in agony, often for days. As a warning to others, the bodies would remain on rods as vultures and blackbirds nibbled on the rotting flesh. During one battle, Dracula retreated into a nearby mountain, impaling people as he went. The Turkish advance was halted because the Sultan could not bear the stench from the decaying corpses. Another time, Dracula was reported to have eaten a meat on a table set up outside amidst hundreds of impaled victims. On occasion, he was also reported to have eaten bread dipped in blood. Not long after the impalement of Ottoman prisoners of war in August 1462, Vlad was forced to exile in Hungary, unable to defeat his much more powerful adversary Mehmed II. Vlad was imprisoned for a number of years during his exile, though during that same time he married and had 2 children. Vlad's younger brother Radu, who had sided with the Ottomans during the ongoing military campaigns, took over governance of Wallachia after his brother's imprisonment. But after Radu's death in 1475, local boyars, as well as the rulers of several nearby principalities, favored Vlad's return to power. In 1476, with the support of voivode of Moldavia, Stefan III the Great, Vlad made one of his last efforts to reclaim his seat as ruler of Wallachia. He successfully stole back the throne, but his triumph was short-lived. Later that year, while marching to yet another battle with the Ottomans, Vlad and a small vanguard of soldiers were ambushed and Vlad was killed. One thing is for certain, however, unlike Stoker's Count Dracula, Vlad III most definitely did die. Only the harrowing tales of his years as ruler of Wallachia remain to haunt the modern world. If you want more fun facts, make sure to subscribe to our channel.